Right, are we ready? Let's get Agatha Yankee back. Hey everyone, I'm Joe and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, straight into it. Before we go and get Orin and do the last murder target, I think, a few people mentioned last episode, and I mean they're right, I don't know how I bypassed it, something called Cull the Weak. There we go. When you bring a creature down to fewer hit points than your number of evolved illithid powers, it dies and all nearby creatures take 1 to 4 psychic damage. That sounds like the most OP thing in the world. And I didn't get it. I might as well get more or less everything for her, if I'm being honest. And that'll help the Cull the Weak get even stronger. Okay, we'll leave that for now. She's got a whole bunch of tadpoles now. I also wanted to run back here quickly on the way, to the last murder target and get a few more blood grenades. Hopefully those will come in handy for whatever the fight with Orin is going to be. Okay, this is the Blushing Mermaid, so let's run along this front porch area.
You'll have to excuse us. My darling and I are enjoying the view of the city.
Gods, I can't stand this place.
Good day, Governor. I got a copy of the Bladder's Mouth Gazette fresh off the presses for you. Good price too.
The Bladder's Mouth?
Oh, piss. I mean the Balder's Mouth Gazette, sorry. Please don't tell Mr. Edvard. He'd be ever so cross. Cool, thanks. Come back tomorrow for the next edition.
Let's take a look. Call for Lehman's tiny outcasters to address homelessness. Heated debate between mages about spell technicalities, sex lies and gnomish pantomime. Yeah, okay.
This game sucks dead nose. When do I get to be the Steel Watcher?
Hello, fellow citizen. I'm not suspicious. Are you?
The girl is hiding something from the other one. She has candy in her pocket.
What's that you're hiding in your pocket, citizen? Looks suspicious.
You spotted it. It's spy candy, because I'm a spy for the absolute.
You better not be.
Halt, citizen. Wait right here for Steel Watcher scanning.
I think this small citizen next to you has contraband candy in her pocket.
Ooh, a snitch. I mean, good tip there, citizen. You may pass. Don't move, Cinnamon. Now, inspection protocol initiated. Hand over that candy.
Oh, come on.
You have been cleared, citizen. Go on about your business.
Okay, they're in there. Ooh.
Park's no place for a stroll anymore. More likely to find a muggin than a picnic these days.
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. She has a tadpole.
Or perhaps you'll find something bloodier. The Absolute warriors are at work, just beyond here. You'd be wise to not interfere, brother.
What's going on in the park?
Nothing's going on. And even if there was something, you'd be wise to ignore it. Absolute's business. Got it? Now be off. You'll attract attention. In her name.
Sparky! Sparky! Oh, we need to go home for tea. Ugh, he won't listen. Andy's too fast to catch. Stupid dog.
Don't be rude to your dog, he's doing a great job running.
Yeah, that's the problem. Sparky is too good at running. I tried already, but I've only got little legs. Say, you're tall. Maybe you'd have better luck.
Maybe. Let me see what I can do.
Good luck. He's the fastest dog in the world.
All of these statues, could they too be heroes all? Frozen in stone until this city has need of them?
The Harpers keep records of those who fought for the city. I think I would recall mention of a bare-assed little cherub in all our story and song.
Well, who would also think you would have noticed when Minsk himself was frozen for over a century?
Do you know? I had forgotten just how catty your hamster could be.
Run! Oh, friend! Hello!
Why are you running around in circles?
Because running is brilliant!
Your owner's calling for you. You should probably stop running.
Stop running? But then I won't be running anymore!
Running will feel even better tomorrow if you take a little break for the day.
Stop running to run better. Okay. See you later. Home.
Oh, they've gone.
A tribute to liberty. Compliments of Stony and Bony.
I agree. Who'd have thought?
Hang on. Don't distract me. I've been waiting a bloody month to talk about this book.
Tell you what, I really enjoyed our book this month. Dusk's Dark Desires. Highly recommend it.
That's a thick Welsh accent.
Oh, hello there. Feel free to listen in, but only members may participate in discussion.
I don't care what Emmon said. I'm not getting the ball. And you can't make me.
Stupid Colonel. Throwing my ball. Sorry. Mum said I shouldn't talk to strangers.
We redden our steel by the light of day in his name. You are our lamb, ready for slaughter. Lady Orin asked us to test you, but I think you'll fail. What say you, little lamb?
This is that eye coming into fruition, isn't it? I think he was just invisible there. I just went to go and get the ball in the fountain. No, don't. Lady Orin asked us to test you. Okay, let's kill all the civilians. Oh, bloody unstoppable.
Death greets us all.
Okay, let me do
But
it.
not today.
His turn in a second. Because these should do multiple hits, right?
Swallow your battle cries, fiend, and wash them down with steel!
See, this is where Gale would come in handy with his magic missiles. But I've taken him out for now. So I want to rock with these three. It's alright, we can manage.
Oh, die in silence, enough!
Let this murder be his sacrament.
Bloody invisibility. They really designed these guys to be the most annoying enemies possible. Invisibility, the unstoppable, that aura of invulnerability or whatever it's called. God damn. Trying to see if I have any attacks that hit more than once. I don't think I do. We could see if the Displacer Beast ship has any multiple attacks, maybe?
Taking up position.
Oh, I can't attack at all now. Where could I teleport this lovely gentleman? Up there. Okay, that's better than nothing.
Out of this, Captain. Do not forget who you serve.
Of course. Apologies. I warned him not to interfere. Not I. We. And we do not serve.
Defective.
Whoa.
Very well. Another offering to Bhaal.
Oh, cool. They've defected. See, why can't I see invisibility now?
You've made a grave mistake.
Ready for battle.
Okay, what attacks do you have? Create an illusionary displacer beast to attack nearby enemies. Oh. Can we create another copy? I want to put this dude down here, so all these can deal with him. That is cool. She can just create loads of copies of herself. And they are going to be able to actually attack.
Might bite this one also. Impero.
Always comes to this.
Okay, there's just invisible dude now. What can I throw that reveals invisible people? Oh, there's no point anyway, he's gonna attack next turn. Oh, for goodness sake. See, I see them cast that and then it doesn't actually do anything. Like, we haven't detected his presence, I don't get it. Like, I know he's round here. There we go. Blow on him.
More fragile. Listen now.
Use your parasite to explore her thoughts.
Entering her mind is like stepping aboard a sinking ship. The architecture of her consciousness buckles and collapses. Thoughts yield to a flood of overwhelming power. The Elder Brain.
Do not waste time. This mind cannot bear us. It turns to liquid. Listen, just listen. We learn. We grow. Loosen our clumsy bindings. Aid us. Necromancer dead. Changeling and tyrant remain at odds. Kill them. You have a place in my grand design.
We will be no one's fleshy vessel. Not again!
What happened? Why do I taste copper?
Ah, shit. Damn. At least she went out resisting the absolute.
What's up for discussion?
Bloody hells! Who were that lot? And the captain? She's dead!
Okay, Minthara, can you not be... There we go. Yeah, it's cool that you can create loads of copies, but I think we'll need to...
At least things have stayed interesting.
We'll need to keep her dealing more damage, I think. O devotees of untimely death, it's time to skin, to flay, to make our presence felt, but terror must not wane. Those arrogant adventurers, make a bloody example of them, tear them to gobbets. I will ensure that the hapless fists stay out of it, and if any bystander suffering unintended maiming or death, well, that's simply more offerings to Almighty Baal. Okay. I mean, I won't call it unintended when he murdered that civilian, but...
Baldur, the city's founder, gazes out to sea.
Okay, he's the founder of the city. Song of Baldur, I guess. Okay, well, I was just here to get this ball. But the kids have buggered off now, and rightfully so.
Let merriment abound.
Who are that lot? Need to report this. Need to get reinforcements.
Those cultists are lucky they were on the other side of the park. Lucky.
Tell you what, city's gone down the gutter recently. All these attacks. It's no good.
I was going to say that looks like a wig, but who'd... Let's be honest, who'd willingly have hair like that?
I need a quick word.
God's not seen action like that in an age. Hope I don't have to again.
Damn shame to see all this violence. I'd hoped that was all behind me.
In the old days, those troublemakers would never have got so close to civvies.
Jump over here. There we go. Upper city off limits. Okay, he's inside here.
I was queuing with the others and then I started feeling wrong. No thanks.
Belching smoke.
You trying to get in too? I waited half a day and got nowhere. I gave up.
No admission to the upper city until further notice. Residents may queue up and wait.
Stay away from the gate.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go through it, I was just having a look. Okay, that's going to be Act 4 through there.
Listen to me. If you go any further, the brain will dominate us. We are not ready.
We should heed the Emperor's warning. Passing the gate could be the death of us.
Jesus, I'm kind of curious.
Kneel.
Dominate. She just whispers dominate? It's kind of goofy.
The printing block's never been. No way to run a business. You want a copy of this rag? Gold. Make it quick.
What's with the attitude?
My stupid dad makes me sell these shite rags. Pillock. If you want one, it's gold.
You selling newspapers?
Yeah. The best one in town. Also, the only one in town. You want a copy? Gold.
What's the paper called?
The Balder's Mouth Gazette. When the mouth barks, the fist bites. I forget the real slogan, but you get the idea. Now, buy a copy, or leave. Works great as toilet paper if you run out.
I like your attitude. There we go.
Balder's mouth is truly remarkable. I had thought the purpose of a broadsheet was to inform the people, but I see now that I was mistaken. Ink and paper are not as insidious as the voice of the Absolute, but they send out their commands all the same. Think this, feel that, hate them.
Yeah, it's true, propaganda. I don't know about that, Joey. I think they can be. I think we've seen examples of that in the real world as well. Propaganda is a dangerous weapon.
Yes. I am surprised. The house matrons of Menzoberranzan have not discovered the power of the printing press yet. Paper spun from spider silk, everdark ink drawn from dragon scales, and nefarious lies dreamt in darkness. To kill one's enemies with a well-rounded phrase. That is true power.
That's why I'm a bard. We've done that before. We've killed people with our words, and she's exactly right. It is badass.
You wish to consult me?
And she looks badass as well. Bit creepy, but I think it fits her character, absolutely.
I really need my hair doing, so you'll have to wait in line.
Lord Gortash is the second coming of Baldur. I wouldn't hold your breath if you're here to see Figaro. No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Dear Figaro, those gems you requested have arrived. Left them in your basement for safekeeping. Ooh, looking forward to seeing what you make with them. Lord Gortash's coronation ceremony is upon us, and as such, I would like to commission an outfit for my dear wife. Note she has very precise requirements. The item is to be a dress with one sleeve hanging off the left shoulder. That sleeve should end at the wrist. On the other arm, no sleeve, but a ruff. Material should be of the finest silk, absolutely no wool. The waist should be adjustable, tied with ribbon in the manner of a corset. The hem must touch the ground but not trail. Payment will be made on the receipt of the completed garment to the exact specifications outlined above. Oh god. Dear Mr. Facemaker, I hear the best of the best when it comes to crafting new personae. Well, I need that and more. I'm being hunted by assassins and I'm scared for my life. I need the makeover to end all makeovers. A makeover so complete that nobody would ever know it was me under there. Hope you're up to the task. My life depends on it.
I'm just saying, maybe there's a reason for that weird feeling of yours.
Okay, I'm not seeing an assassin yet.
Oi, you! Get in the bloody queue!
God, these people are so rude.
How long do you think Master Pennygood expects us to wait? I'm bored already.
Joey, pull yourself together. I like it.
Don't waste a step. Free for the taking.
Unconscious. What? Are they modelling for some sort of painting? It's a nice place, gotta be honest. Scroll of Seeming. And a strongbox.
Can't keep me out.
Oh, what? You're joking? Who locks at an empty strongbox? Oh, it's Devella.
It's unusual for prey to supply the tools of its own butchery. Razors, scissors, nail files. So many cuts one couldn't make. And yet, such a fleeting window. But then, who am I to deny the auspices of destiny? For we are celebrating, Master Figaro. You have the delicious honor of being my crowning achievement. Your body is my ultimate gift to my lord, but
This dude is doing too much.
we shall transcend.
I gotta try, man. I gotta try. Damn, we couldn't have failed it anymore.
Witnesses sent by my lord to observe my craft. Witness my becoming.
Joey, you turd! That was everything I hoped and more. Oh no!
Savor your final breath.
Oh, I don't care that I missed out on the bard option. That was funny. I knew something like that would happen. We haven't failed many checks. Oh man.
Another witness to my sacrament. How fortunate.
Oh, you don't paralyze. Shit.
Bring me
Dude, that
into
was
battle.
ridiculous. Okay, make sure we don't hit Figaro. He does not have much health. Okay, come on, I'm fed up with this dude now. Does that hurt my people? I don't think it does. Attack of opportunity. Okay, you feel free to do that as many times as you want, dude. Nice. There we go. Oh yeah, Devella. Okay. Make sure we don't hurt her as well. Oh! Crap. Oh Christ, dude. Oh man. They're gonna kill her on the next turn. Let me push her into the blindness. Bollocks.
Can we fight now? He's not used to this taking of turns.
For the fallen.
Just want to get her over here to deal with these.
Not pinned down just
Run a business, I say. Can't even browse.
Go for the eyes, Boo!
Where is Boo? I left him in the Mystic Carrion's basement. Oops. Oh, thank goodness for that. Oh, there we go, Minthara. Jesus, man. Come on, you're my most powerful member now. Unbelievable. I love it.
Yes.
No steel can save you.
Shit, we don't have any rests. There we go.
I should have known it would be you. Thank you. If it had been the dwarf alone, we might have stood a chance. But these doppelgangers, they swarmed us. We were paralyzed before we even had the chance to fight back.
Where's the elephant thing? I can't remember her name. Were you supposed to be protecting patriarchs in the upper city?
I was heading that way after we last spoke, when I heard a commotion. I stepped in to see what was going on.
Could have been here a while then.
It's not every day you have the chance to catch a killer in action. Not even in this profession. These killings aren't random. In fact, they seem to be part of some sort of test. That document you showed me before, the one with the victims' names on it, that was the briefing. The killers paralyze their victims, take their hands as an offering for Bhaal, and make it look like the cult of the Absolute was behind it all. It grants them access to a tribunal. From what I could gather, it's some sort of rite of initiation for aspiring cultists to prove their worth. And it's taking place beneath Candlehallow's tombstones. Like I said before, it's not something I can look into in an official capacity. But you?
Yeah, Candlehallow's tombstones is where that dude who was murdered was investigating, I think. We haven't actually been there, I don't think, but I have found the entrance to the temple. Any idea where that is?
It's not a place I'd ever heard of, if I'm honest. But rumor has it there were some hidden cellars somewhere near the Elf Song.
I have a hand. I'll investigate this tribunal.
How did you... Perhaps it's best I don't ask. Do what you have to do. And I'll pick up where I left off. The upper city. When I'm done, I'll stop by the Basilisk Gate. If you've got anything to tell of your investigations by then, I'd love to hear it.
Okay, cool. Can we talk to Figaro?
Can't believe someone would try and murder Master Figaro. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Well, unless it was buzzing around one of his fitting rooms.
Oh wow. The following text is printed haphazardly on a torn bloody page titled Dirge of the Unholy Assassin. Neath Candlehallow's quiet tombs lies a path to murder's boons. If entry down below's your aim, seek trigger hidden by a frame. Sicarius the door awaits to admit those who seek their fates. If you continue to insist, show a trophy rent from wrist, of sacrifice of our Lord planned. Present Death's Knight a bloodied... Smear of blood obscures the poem's final word.
A passphrase, Sicarius, and a location. We should find this Kendall Hallow place.
Ooh. Duke Stelmane's hand, Father Logan's hand, Alexander's hand, Frank's hand. Oh, we've got all the hands we need now. Dimension door. Cool, okay.
Corpse seems willing to speak. Corpse regards you lifelessly.
Why were these targets chosen?
The corpse remains silent.
What is the murder tribunal?
Tribunal. It.
The corpse tries to speak, but something prevents it.
Why did you kill all those people?
My becoming unholy assassin.
I think you've been brainwashed, dude. How does one become an unholy assassin?
Prove thyself before the tribunal.
What's an unholy assassin?
Avatar of murder.
The spell's power wanes.
I have something to ask.
I must say, I'm damn lucky you showed up when you did. Can you believe what that monster was doing?
Yeah, sorry for the, less than graceful rescue. Unfortunately, yes. I've been hunting him for quite some time.
Truly? Then you're made of sterner stuff than I, friend. I'll confess, it terrified me greatly. Can you imagine dressing entirely in red? Jests aside, thank you. You forever have my humblest gratitude and a most generous discount on my wares.
Glad to see you in good spirits, Figaro.
In the face of such horror, I don't see that I have much choice. Now, how may I help you today?
What are you selling?
I sell anything and everything needed to cultivate your countenance. The best you'll find in Baldur's Gate. Certainly better than any dreck you'll pick up in Worm's Crossing.
Some new underwear. Minthara's inspired? Updating your wardrobe. She's inspired by us buying some new underwear. Does she want the new underwear? Right, let me get everyone cleaned up first before we try on this new underwear. And we'll go back to camp because I really need to long rest. Which underwear did you want, Minthara? You seemed inspired when I bought... Was it these, or...? I mean, it sounded like she wanted a new pair. Not bad. Not bad at all. You're welcome. I live to serve. Did I do that the whole time with the cock in the corner again? I really hope not.
So, Gortash's parents sold him to a warlock. Why does that sound so familiar?
Yeah, exactly.
I've got no interest in empathizing with the fuck. But maybe what he did to me was some kind of mirror of what happened to him. When you get fucked up, you fuck up right back.
That's a great way of looking at it. You don't have to forgive him, you don't have to empathize with him, you just have to kind of understand that that's why he is what he is, you know? That's what I was trying to say last episode. I get it, but it doesn't excuse anything he's done whatsoever. We are getting quite low on supplies, actually. 470. That's about 5 or 6 more long rests? Oh dear. Oh dear. I mean, we can always go and buy some more, I guess. Okay, I think we ought to waste no time and head straight down to the tribunal. I am desperate to get Lae'zel back, as I've mentioned before. So let's have a look, shall we?
The vessel returns, most shamefully unleaking. Prove your faith.
I've proven my faith to the tribunal. I'm an unholy assassin of Bhaal.
You lie. You are not faithful. The door stays closed.
I've got to put the sack on this podium, haven't I? The sack of hands, I mean, not my, you know. Also have to take them out of the bag. How's that?
The vessel returns, most shamefully unleaking. You lie.
What? Oh, I guess we actually have to go to the Candelara's tombstones. But I found the door. Okay, it's up here. Right, understood. I shall head there and whisper the catchphrase and present my sack. Oh yeah, talk to you. For the Mystic Carrion.
Back for more?
You recall where you've smelled this beggar's rotten musk before? In Mystic Carrion's chambers. This is one of his runaway servants.
I'm looking for Thrumbo. Mystic Carrion wants him home.
Carrion sent you? Shit. Don't think about trying anything. I'll fight back.
Tell me where Thrumbo is and it'll be like we've never met.
I suppose that's all right. Thrumbo's more of a talker than I am. Thrumbo was going to get us a boat, but I haven't heard from him since. He must be somewhere near the water. I just hope he didn't drown.
Okay, I see. The water. Right.
If people were publicly hanged in a proper city, never win to say, it'd be all over the broadsheets. A disgrace.
I have the information you wanted. You were right, the temple membership is growing. I'll tell you all about the so-called tribunal. Meet me tomorrow, you know where. I found you. You didn't come. Don't you realize I'm risking my neck for you? I can't have this information sitting on me. They'll find me. I'll give you one last chance. Meet me tonight or never contact me again. The Department of Drains and Under... Oh, I've read that before.
This corpse has been desecrated. Displayed. And there's nothing random about it.
Another clown. Clown pelvis. Yes. Awesome. Who has all the others? I think it's Jaheira.
More of the clown.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
We've got his foot, his hand, his leg, and his pelvis. So we need his head, presumably. And his arm, maybe? Or foot? Oh no, we've got the foot. Maybe the arm and the head.
Oh, do you actually want one? Sorry,
you any right now, but you can look. Mum will be back soon. Shopkeeper will be back soon.
Okay, this is the place.
I'll give it a shot.
Candlehallows tombstones, remembering the deceased with sympathy and skill. Candlehallows tombstones.
Oh my god, this dude is practically glowing in the dark.
You don't want none of this. Trust me.
See, NPCs like this make me really want to play as a Dragonborn. I just can't picture myself as a Dragonborn romancing Astarion. I don't know if I'd be able to take it seriously.
Got a problem.
It's not what it looks like. I promise.
This tombstone still bears the dust from its recent engraving. Vari Vanthampur. Unwanted in life, welcomed in death. No name has been engraved, but the message beneath is clear. Should have left those orphans on the street where they belonged.
That's curious.
Dude, that's the most obvious hidden door I've ever seen in my life. Clerk Dravage, remember you are in the business of making Candlehallows tombstones look like a genuine retail establishment. Keep all the prices about half again too high so you don't sell very much inventory. Think of the shop as a stage set rather than an actual going concern, the management. You seek the tribunal, let death be your guide, for what is behind death but murder.
You wish to consult me?
No, sorry. What? I thought there'd be a button
The cub speaks.
hidden behind it or something. There we go, there is. I just couldn't reach it.
The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are awaited, all are embraced. None shall escape." The reddish symbol is vile and repellent, but you're not sure where you've seen it before.
Sicarius. Okay. So what was all that about the door down below? I guess we didn't need to actually do anything with that. I spy a chest.
Something good here, I hope.
Oh, come on, only 47 gold. Oh, bloody hell. Tribunal antechamber. Okay, let me get all our buffs on. There's only really Longstride that I need to put on. That which guards. Whoa. Can we have a nice chat, maybe? Instead of an all-out brawl.
Present me well from gifts thine own, or I shall rend thy flesh from bone.
Oh, we have a poet here. I killed to be here, and took the victim's hand as proof.
A grasping hand, an offering vile. Enter now the dread lord's trial.
Oh my god. Look at this place.
Minsk has the itch that only a butt can scratch. A kicked butt, I mean.
I don't want to talk about butts, I want to ask you about this place. Echo of Amelisan. Echo of Sendai. Echo of Ilacera.
You gaze upon murder's progeny, child.
Wait, Sarevok?
His most ill-trusted zealots.
his faithful departed.
Prodigal servants, each returned to do his bidding eternally.
Though this city is not your home, this man's infamy is known to you.
Yeah, Jaheira and Minsk have
His
talked about
presence
him.
sparks dread in the pit of your stomach. Before you is Sarevok and Orin, a Bhaalist who almost brought Baldur's Gate to ruin a century ago. Davella was right. Not just an imitator, but Sarevok himself.
This is the court of the Dread Lord's Tribunal. I am its custodian. Here come those who seek to transcend. Aspirants of his most profane order. The would-be unholy assassins of Bhaal. But these are not aspirants. You have brought traitors of Bhaal into our midst. Harper Worm, the abdicating hero. Your keen sense for this city has withered in your absence. And you, man of stone, as you stood a statue, a helpless ornament, your city warped, changed, became ripe for the plucking.
Sarevok, Baal's least favorite son. Still tied to Daddy's apron strings, I see.
The history they share may be long gone, but the threat of violence between them is as fresh as newly spilled blood. Neither party will let the other walk out of here alive.
I'm fine with that.
What purpose do you have in bringing these heretics to the court of Bhaal? Speak, or death will be your final word.
Dude. This must hit so hard if you've played the older games. I wonder if he's from Baldur's Gate 1 or 2. And I'm assuming those three women in front of him might be characters from the older games as well. I'm not sure if they're people that Minsk mentioned when he was going through that list of people that they'd lost. Those names definitely sound familiar. And his voice sounds awesome. Again, it's just making me look forward to playing the older games even more. I'm so glad I brought those two with me. Wait, how do you know each other?
Simple. We beat him about the brow and butt until he was dead.
Sarevok once fancied himself Baal's chosen, until we put him in his place. Feel no shame for forgetting him. History shall do the same.
These two have long meddled in my affairs, and my father's.
He speaks like he's got a really bad cold, but it sounds awesome. And his eyes, God, they're like glowing yellow. We're not here to dig up old feuds. Ah, screw it. Would you two like to kill the old man, or shall I?
You get to my age, you have already done everything. Be my guest.
We have already smashed Sarevok's soul from his body once. Boo says it is your turn.
I mean, you're gonna help me,
And
right?
so, the Harper and the idiot Ranger raised their weapons against Sarevok once more. Your hubris will be your undoing, as it was once mine. Only this time, you will fall, and Bhaal will have his offering by my hand.
Okay, he kind of sounds like he's artificially making his voice sound deeper. Yeah, he's not a ranger anymore, but he's a barbarian.
And wash them down with steel.
Oh my god, this is cool. Human. Yeah, level 16. That's not fair. Justice of the Murder Tribunal. Yeah, I bet these are characters from the older games. Okay, buddy. You just keep talking. Oh, really? Shit. She counterspelled it. Oh. Why did that cut out the music?
Turn the other cheek, evil! Now bite this one also!
Yeah, she does not have much movement compared to everyone else. They're also all really bunched up in this corner, aren't they? Bloody hell. How much damage was that? That was insane. Sanctuary blocked, so I can deal damage now. Oh shit. God, I should have closed the door. Okay, cool. Protection. Okay guys, you wanna join in? Oh, this is gonna be tough. They've all got a lot of health. When an enemy within 18 meters targets you with a spell of a level that is lower than yours or equal to your official bonus, you can use your action to nullify the spell. Hell yeah.
This room will be thy resting place.
Okay, what can we do to this guy? Can we knock him prone? Yeah, I was gonna say. Try and stun him. That did not stun him. Damn, okay. Oh, dude. There was no need for that. He was getting health back on his hits, I'm sure he was. Deathbringer Assault until the end of his next turn. Holy shit. 20 to 200 damage. Unleash the Dreadlord's Fury upon a target. Oh, we need to... Christ, okay. We need to either kill him this turn, or we need to stun him. Hypnotize, they cannot attack you, they cannot move or act. Cause the creatures to start dancing. I'm sorry, bro. I had to do it, man. I had to do it. Yeah, you just carry on dancing, buddy. You just carry on dancing. That is brilliant. Hopefully that's actually going to work as well. Right, we need to do as much damage as we possibly can.
I am your death.
Pretty good. He isn't resistant or weak to anything. So I'm just going to try and do as much damage as I can. Guess that works. Oh, these three. Man. Wonder what would have happened if we took them out before we entered the room. Just worried about Jaheira. Right, I'm still going to focus all my efforts on Sarevok, who is still dancing right now. And apologies if this kind of takes away from the atmosphere of the fight. I'm doing what I can. Oh, see, using a bonus action to heal a little bit of health when I could do loads of damage to him. That's the thing. Yeah, we can always revive her. Okay. Good. Good. He's cancelled his Deathbringers. Legacy? Permanently hastened and can't be paralysed, restrained, or have his movement speed reduced. Armor class is increased by 6. Attacks now heal him. Shit. Okay, we might be able to take him out on this turn. 20%. Never mind. Oh god, the percentage. Oh my god, we did it! Mithari, you legend! I did not think that was going to hit. Yes! Oh, fantastic. And his bloody minions died as well. Incredible. Oh, thank goodness for that. Jesus, Jaheira.
The cub speaks.
You have a history of Sarevok.
Nothing so grand. He was just another broken little Bhaal spawn who tried to clamber to glory over the corpses of others. There was a time when he might have made more of himself. He was certainly given the chance after we threw him down, but he slunk back into his father's shadow instead. There is nothing more to say of him.
Yes, my friend.
Wow, okay, that's it then. That's Sarevok. We didn't even lose any health apart from her. I feel like we did that really well. You gain Longstrider. What, permanently? I'm gonna give that to her actually, because she can already fly without these boots. She doesn't need them. Blackguard's Plate. All incoming damage is reduced by 1. Advantage on wisdom saving throws, disadvantage on stealth checks. To break one's oath is a dangerous game. It marks you as a faithless cur, an exile without a cause. This armor is tempered by an age of rocks, blades, and persecution turned against it, and is buffed by the immutable, unbindable will of its wearer. My god. I'm gonna give all these to Minthara, and then we're gonna give them to Lae'zel, I think, when we get her back. Advantage on saving throws or actions that inflict fear. Cool. On a hit infused with one of your smites, the target must succeed a constitution saving throw or become dazed. Oh wow, really? Hell yeah, absolutely. For some paladins, the ironclad grip that an oath holds can be too much to bear. When these champions fail and falter, their hands that will guide them turn cold, hard, and piercing. So these are just paladin type gear. Amulet of Bhaal. On a hit, inflict bleeding upon targets that have maximum hit points. This sketch map shows a dotted line to follow to get to the Bhaal temple. Below the sketch are some instructions. Use a round street hatch to enter the city sewers. Proceed northwest to find your way into the Undercity ruins. Blood the skull to pass the door. Follow the trail of murder to the Bhaal temple door, praise Bhaal. Okay, now we can go down there. I get it. Sword of Chaos. On a hit, regain 1/6 hit points. That is insane! The Sword of Sarevok, brother of Gorin's ward and child of the evil god Bhaal. Though much of its power died with him, the sword is still formidable and glows with a malevolent light. You gain dark vision up to a range of 3 meters, or 15 meters if you already have it. The number you need to roll a critical hit while attacking is reduced by 1. This effect can stack. You can't be frightened and cannot be afflicted with other emotion altering conditions. The last sight Sarevok witnessed as a mortal was his sibling's knife. This duel, the first between Bhaalspawn, is worshipped still by the cult of Bhaal, who now believe that no act is more sacred than fratricide between spawn before the altar of their dreadlord. Are we going to have to sacrifice someone that we care about? Neurona's obviously really good, but being able to regain hit points when you hit someone... I reckon we should at least try it for this next fight. And it's fitting, thematically of course. Might actually give this to Joey. Dark vision, can't be frightened, constitution saving throws. That's better than 2 extra charisma, right? Surely. We now know how to gain access to the Temple of Bhaal, but Orin won't be happy that we dismantle the murder tribunal. We must reach the temple and rescue her victim before she learns this. We killed Sarevok and did not become unholy assassins. Could we have become one? If we didn't have Minsk and Jaheira with us. Oh my god. Just check his nearby sacrificial chamber for any information on the Bhaal cult. Okay, let's do that, and then I'm actually going to get Gale back in the party. Because if we think about it logically, we've been fighting all these guys with the Unstoppable. We need someone that can do multiple hits. So I think we'll swap out Jaheira for Gale when we go into fight Orin. Because either her herself is going to have Unstoppable, or she's going to have minions with her. So, I think that makes a lot of sense to get Gale back. Try out the new staff, and we can use Magic Missile. Herein are logged the blood requisitions, the corpse wealth of our sacrifices taken from their dead hands. After chronicling and the assassin's claim of their own teeth, the remainder should be brought after the temple's leader, no longer the butler as in past times. What follows is a detailed financial log of loot from dead targets, always accompanied by indulgent purple prose describing their cause of death. Page torn from what appears to be a memoir by Sarevok Anchev. The blood of Bhaal must never be wasted, only multiplied. I knew it from the moment of her birth, and every day thereafter, I watched the babe become a woman. Helena, my shape-shifting beauty, my daughter, and Bhaal's waiting womb. In her I planted my lord's seed, and thus did we beget the blood lamb Orin, the child of my child, and Bhaal's sacrifice in waiting. I did not know that it would be Orin that Bhaal favoured, not Helena, but it matters not. Orin would help to bring forth a new birth in Bhaal's name, a world baptised in blood. Holy shit. So Helena grew up, they put their lord's seed in her, and that became Orin. But Bhaal favoured Orin instead of Helena. So we have confirmation on who Orin's mum is. Helena is her mum, and Bhaal himself is her dad. So she's the daughter of Bhaal, of course. I think we might have known that. I don't know if we did. She's the chosen and the daughter of him. Dear Quill, do you remember me? We spent a sweet evening chatting to one another after you gave a heart-stopping performance at the Nashkel Inn when I was on a patrol tour. I heard you were headed to Baldur's Gate to get your songbook published, and I've pre-ordered my copy. If you forgive a humble fist boldness, I send you in writing what I wasn't bold enough to say on that night. Each one of your scales is a gem. Your eyes shine brighter than your throat fire. Images of you have beset me since we met. You must have many suitors as a scholar of love ballads, but perhaps when you get to the gate you'd meet me one starry night in the Blushing Mermaid. Letter is clearly unfinished, the fist intending to write more before sending it. Bodies of our lambs must be nourished. An exclusive deal has been made with the runner of a mass grave corpse yard in the Merrick Peatlands. Preserved bog body will be added from now on as a side to every meal for the faithful. If the prisoners don't like it, they can starve. God. Valeria! There you are.
Oi! Citizen! Get me out of here!
What's up for discussion?
Citizen! Thank the gods you're here! My wrinkles are starting to chafe. As an officer of the law, I demand you free me at once.
Say please.
Get here and free me at once! Thanks for freeing me so quickly. No idea what those Bhaalist Burks had planned with me, but those chains were starting to chafe. Though I do wish you'd figured this all out before I, put the blame for Father Lorgan's murder on that poor refugee. Well, at least it's over now.
Yeah, you're pretty shit at your job, darling. But it's okay, we all make mistakes. How did you end up here?
After our chat at Charessa's Caress, I thought it best to polish off the bottle I'd started. I started coming over all woozy. My joints stiffened up quicker than a brothel browser's loins. Paralyzed. My vision went black. When I woke up, I was in chains. Overall, a terrible ordeal. One deserving of a drink. I bid you good day, but it's been royally shite all round.
Are you sure we're finished?
You might not be finished. I am. It's plain to see that I'm well out of my depth here. But you gave these reprobates a proper seeing to. You clearly have what I don't. Courage, insight, heroism. The city needs you. I overheard these pigs talking. There's a Bhaal temple deep within the old Undercity that the cult is using. A century ago, it was destroyed by a group of heroic sorts. Let's hope history repeats itself, eh?
Mind who you call history, Hollyphant?
The wrinkled orb is correct. Who remembers the stench of the temple still?
Very good. Now, let's talk and find that temple. This place is foul as piss. I'm out of here.
Good lord, you're welcome. Save Valeria and end the murder tribunal. I'd like to talk to Devella again. Okay, Orin awaits us there. Valeria feels indebted to us for having saved her from an untimely death. She and her city watcher are prepared to support us in the final battle. Well, good. Look forward to seeing what she does. A slightly crumpled personal missive, parchment humming with Mount Celestia's radiance, boasts sporadically recorded entries in a Hollyphant's life. Bloody planeters, I tell them every time they deploy her, if you send someone to observe the Blood War, there's a danger they could be recruited. Every time they say it's a minor heresy, why? Zarya won't be the first to fall, Lathander's light doesn't reach that far down into the plains. They say crime doesn't pay around here, they say that in a world of purest good, who would have motive to do evil. They also say the path to the hells is paved in good intentions, so which is it? Of course they don't really know. Hypocrites, the lot of them. It's just one bloody adage after another up here. If you ask what any of them mean, why, who, what, no one's interested. Lulu's no help either. She's a model Hollyphant, a perfect example my superiors are quick to remind me. She's fallen for Zarya's act, hook and all. No, it's not an act. Zarya believes what she's saying, she's just wrong. Foolish, and Lulu's a fool to believe it too. It's official, I depart for Baldur's Gate at the earliest opportunity. Spreading conspiracy, disorderly drinking. First, I didn't know there's a prohibition in place. Second, if you don't want me drunk, don't send me to the Feywild. Gnomes of the best mead. All the other allegations weighing against my person have tipped my reputation over the edge of a cloud down to Toril. Of course, it's not phrased like that. Your sense of justice is needed by the mortals. Baldur's Gate has a lively tavern scene. Piss off. I know what they're really thinking. Pains the trunk, the lot of them. Not to say I told you so, but my connections to tell me Zariel's broken code to intervene in the Blood War. If only someone had warned them. Apparently she killed a horde of Yinogu's gnolls running rampant down here in Toril. Her heart's in the right place, it's a shame her sword isn't. She's too reckless to be let near the Blood War, and I reckon this is just the beginning. But alas, I've picked up a rather handy new phrase since setting up in Baldur's Gate. That's none of my business. This is a memoir describing in detail the visions of Bhaal seen by Sarevok after his death in the Bhaal temple centuries ago. The brethren often ask me, what was it like to die? They expect me to present a warring conflict, the humiliation of defeat against the honour of sacrifice, but once dead it is impossible to think of oneself, of life, for you are in Bhaal's own embrace. Bhaal's domain is a red wasteland in a starless sky, halted in time before the collapse of the final sun. There I wandered, tasting the end of all things. I was dragged back from the precipice, bound to a living husk again by my mocking sibling. I resented it at first. I had forgotten how to breathe, to eat, all the animal functions of the petty who cling to life. But when I was cruelly resurrected, my faith was bolstered more through my death than it could be through life. I would bring about Bhaal's perfect finale, the melting of the crimson sun above the lake of blood. It will happen. This world will be carved in his image. So he was killed by Jahira Minsk, and then he was bound to a living husk. So that wasn't actually him, it was like his soul in someone else's body, or was that actually him? In a living husk, again by my mocking sibling. Cannot wait to play the older games. I wonder if he's just an antagonist or he's like the main villain. Because that could be a whole game in itself. That fight almost felt like kind of fan service. And although I don't understand it, it was really cool. It looks like there's a way to go through there, but I can't jump down. Keep forgetting which one it is. There we go. Okay. Question is, I don't think we need to long rest, but I am going to definitely get Gale back in the party.
If you need me, just say the word.
I wish everyone had something to say about Sarevok.
Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed magical?
Even Minsk didn't have anything to say. Okay, Kareska's favour. This is from the staff, right? Imbue yourself with elemental energy sourced from the draconic goddess Kareska. To gain resisted lightning damage, your lightning spells deal additional lightning damage equal to your fishy bonus. When you deal spell damage, gain 1 lightning charge. Wow, let's do the lightning one. When you deal spell damage, you gain 1 lightning charge. And this is always prepared? Until long rest. Holy crap. That looks awesome. Right, I think we're more than ready. This feels like a good team. These two are our great damage dealers, and Minthara's got her... Minthara's the only one who has any sort of kind of personal connection to Orin, I think. So, that's why I'm bringing her along. This feels like a good team. If we get our ass kicked, then I'll go back and do a long rest, but I think we should be okay for now. Yeah, let's at least do a short rest.
I did not sleep. I did not snore. It was a...
The vessel returns, most shamefully unleaking. Prove your faith.
I have an amulet of Bhaal. Let me pass, door.
You hold proof of faith, but to hold and deserve are different. How have you proven yourself in the Dreadlord's eyes?
I don't think we should tell her that we've slaughtered the whole tribunal, but I guess that is kind of making us worthy. I'm one of Bhaal's unholy assassins.
You lie.
Oh, for God's sake. Fine.
The vessel returns. You hold
I slaughtered them all.
faith unorthodox. But a show of faith nonetheless. Walk in blood.
So we didn't really need the hands at all. I guess if we wanted to join them, we'd need them. Yeah, I do wonder if we didn't have Jahira and Minsk there, if we could have... We could have joined them instead. To gain admittance to the Bhaal Temple, you must cross Manslaughter Chasm. But if you are weak, like this aspirant, the Farslayer will deny you passage. Defeat him or die. God, how big is this area?
Do you have elder siblings, wizard?
You're about to say something awful, aren't you?
In Mensa Baranzan, after a house has 2 sons, every subsequent male-born child is slaughtered at birth, as it is useless, even for breeding. You have the aura of a 3rd child about you.
He doesn't even have a response for that. And honestly, who would? That's one of the... That's one of the best burns I've ever heard. And the fact that it was a follow-up to that horrifying fact. Just... Just saying that someone has the aura of a third child is bad enough. But saying that third children get slaughtered because they're not good for breeding is just... Oh my god, I absolutely fucking adore Minthara. She's an absolute piece of shit, but I just adore her. Sorry girl, are you okay?
Is something on your mind? You can always unburden yourself with me.
Do you want to unburden yourself with me after that scathing remark?
There's nothing that would give me greater
I'm gonna have to give him a kiss after that, because I just feel so bad. Look at all that unstoppable and sanctuary and all that shit. Oh no. As part of the challenge to enter the temple, the affected entity has become the target of a chanting cultist, the Farslayer, who can cast Baal's power word kill once its profane ritual ends. Exiting the Farslayer's chanting range of 55 meters makes you invulnerable to the effect. Slaying the Farslayer stops the ritual and ends the conflict. What the f... Gale.
Swords meet sorcery.
Come in, buddy.
Onward.
That might be the closest I can get. Okay. Should we try out our new spell on him? I mean, might as well use them all. I probably should have used magic missile first to get rid of the unstoppables, but it's alright. We can have another go with that spell. Okay, how the bloody hell do...
Feel the backhand of justice!
Oh. So this would be a good time to use Neuralno, wouldn't it? Ah, shit. Ah, bloody bollocks. Oh, do I have some sort of blow attack?
I cannot die.
Oh, I can just jump up there. Really? Damn, okay. Okay, oh, the Farslayer's gone down there. What a douche. That's probably about as far as we're gonna get.
We should have minions for such tasks.
Yeah. Who are all these jabronis? Oh my god.
Oloth Plindos.
I used a rush attack with a critical, and because it was a critical, I used the smite and it killed him. Bloody brilliant. I love what— gosh, it's huge. I love when stuff like that works out, I really do. The trial is complete, the way is open. Right. So we're okay? Oh, this dude's still... Oh, they're still fighting. Why? Oh, they've gone.
Can't give up now.
Oh, good. Okay.
Lovely.
Weird fight. So the goal was just to kill that Far Slayer. We're gonna need to long rest before we fight Orin. Absolutely. Because all my best attacks are kind of used up now. Especially Minthara, she's
enemies are everywhere.
She's hardly got anything left. I don't know how... Like, there might be another fight before that. G's for Gorian's ward, foe like no other. H is for Helena, shape changer mother. Okay, we're gonna dismiss Boo. And then we're gonna long
Still
rest.
alive, so that's progress.
And then Mince can summon him back. Cool.
I've got a long road ahead.
Let's go. This sweat-blotted letter looks unfinished, perhaps even unsent. To my fellow blood brethren, if you are reading this missive, know that you number among my most trusted confidants. Also know that if you betray my trust, my hands will grip your throat with the steadfast embrace of long-parted lovers. So yes, of late, my friends, I felt a call-in when my fingers meet each other around a windpipe, as if there is a voice whispering sweet nonsense into my ear as I tear the breath from my Corey's lungs. I think I am chosen by our Lord of Murder, perhaps even related. Yes, my brethren, I will state my claim on a legacy of murder, a throne of blood. I will challenge Lady Orin to her birthright, and if my grip stops her gasps before she flays my skin from bone, I will become Strangler Luke, son of Bhaal. Note to self, come up with catchier title before sending, that one's rubbish.
The Lord of Murder shall perish.
Whoa. Oh, there's gonna be a bunch more fights, isn't there? Oh well. We needed to long rest. I's for Illacera, Balspawn fighter mage. J's for Yergul, exhausted by age. Another Yergul mention. Okay, which way are we going here? There's... Oh my god, okay. We saw these rats in the sewers. We assumed that they were Orin's kind of spy rats.
Rats. They swarm when an elder brain is near. We must be close to its hiding place.
Really?
Turn back. We must have all the Netherstones before we approach the brain.
Yes, but Emperor, I'm curious. I guess this is another way to the upper city. If we can go to it from above or from below. The Emperor, as interrogated by Gortash,
We swarm, we swallow, we contain.
You're gonna make me use up my spell slots on these rats. Oh, infected. Why is it so delayed and why is it so loud? Okay. The Emperor, as interrogated by Gortash Part 3. When we captured you, you were a rogue, an autonomous illithid beyond the power of the Elder Brain that transformed you. That is correct. When we brought you back into the psionic ambit of our hovering friend the Absolute, your defences were overwhelmed and you returned to your former servile state. Also correct. How did you escape the control of the Elder Brain in the first place? In my original humanoid form, I possessed an exceptionally strong personality, so much so that even after Ceramorphosis, I was still substantially myself. Of course, I concealed this beneath a semblance of perfect servitude, and that's why the Elder Brain was willing to send you out of the colony on scouting missions. Yes, as I told you before, how long did you feign mental slavery before you were able to escape? 13 3/4 years. Until finally you were given a mission to Baldur's Gate distant enough to be out of the Elder Brain's control. That is correct. Remarkable. That is correct. And you don't mind that we've brought you back under psionic control? I'm entirely devoted to the needs of our Elder Brain and of its masters. You're not lying about that, right? Correct. That would be impossible. I really hope he is lying. This isn't some kind of master plan to actually work for the Elder Brain, is it? God. So he did have a humanoid form before he was turned into a mind flayer, of course. I wonder who he was. He was someone of importance, or just a random bloke.
You are not ready. You need all the stones before we can proceed.
Yes, I was just seeing. Okay. We're locked out of doing that. Fair enough, at least we've got a teleporter down here. Right, so let's head down here then. Yeah, this place looks huge.
Chaos will be sown from their passage.
Corpses, fused with intent.
To harm my hamster.
Any of these names I should recognise? Yes! Okay. That has to be nearly all the pieces, surely. The effigy of Amelisan who grasped divinity. What use her betrayal? She thought herself perfect but forgot the one she served. Or in the red.
Belongs to Dribbles the Clown.
That has to be nearly all of them. God, the atmosphere down here is electric. It really is. Okay, we can no longer fast travel out or go to camp. Let's take a little detour.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Do you know what I'm thinking as well?
Did not see. He did not know. He did not revel in the glory of what is to come.
When we fought Ketheric, he obviously turned into the Apostle of Merkel. Or he fell in the hole and the Apostle of Merkel emerged. Are we going to see the Apostle of Bhaal? Or is she going to turn into something like that? God, imagine what the Apostle of Bhaal looks like. Well, we might not have to imagine it for much longer. I wouldn't mind, but if we killed Gortash first and then came down here, we'd have to get past all these traps and stuff just to talk to her.
A trap. Let us send forth our least.
Oh my god, the atmosphere. It's just insane. I'm doing a save. Absolutely. Right, are we ready? Let's get Agith Yankee back.
Stone seals this chamber against the world.
This is a foul place. Better buried. Already Boo is bristling, and not from the cold.
The Bhaal amulet trembles in frightened awe.
Yeah, I thought we wouldn't. No matter.
You do not discover truth. In these symbols you see only death.
Press the amulet against the door.
Will you return once you cross this threshold?
Okay, I think she's down there with a whole bunch of guys.
Oh, darkness and anger, gripping the skull and hammer, hammer, hammer. Gore on the wall, pulp on the hands. Head all gone. Yes, yes, I killed him. I killed them all.
You're right, dude. Do you need to talk to someone?
I should speak up.
Shh. Silence is good. No screaming, no crying, no pleading, no air escapes. When I squeeze, I make sure they're quiet. I made them all quiet now.
Elf skin, soft and supple, almost a shame to cure it.
I am afraid I must disagree. Orin's first cut was quite clearly the throat, but was she not toying? A death blow. A properly cut throat does not kill right away. It bleeds the victim.
Like a prize piglet, trussed up for the slaughter. Yes, you're quite right. Look on this corpse as you would look on perfection. The curve of laceration. Refined. Beautiful.
Few mutilate with Orin's skill. Her craft is exquisite. It is a rare honor to see her work. Relish it.
There's a lot of enemies in here. There's a lot of enemies in here. Okay. Deathbringer of Bhaal.
Strip the flesh from his bones and carved my...
Hush, hush. I hear footsteps trip-trapping on the Murder Lord's stones. It refused the Murder Lord's command and comes crawling into his sanctum with the tyrant unpulped. I know what you did. Spilled my grandfather's crimson. He was mine. He showed me how to slice and slit. He guides my dagger still. Oh, did it think it could protect? Did it think it could save? Only the blades can offer salvation.
You said Bhaal wanted us to fight. He will reject this offering. Well, I'm gonna murder her in a minute, so I might as well try and charm her. Oh, good if I use that.
You do not lie, underling. It is your blood I am destined to spill. Your death spit will stain these walls, little lamb. Your murder should have been exquisite. A crypt-born effigy to greet Bhaal's bleeding dawn. And now it will be nothing. Come to me, Father. Set my flesh to your unholy purpose.
Oh. Fucking hell! Orin, what is that? I was not expecting that. I was expecting her to transform into something. But not Predator. Okay, we've got advantage on charisma checks, so... if we can try and woo her, then I guess I'll try. God, I hope she doesn't try and attack Lae'zel. Okay, 1, 2... what am I looking at? Oh, okay. What are these doing? Bhaal's Chosen will be granted a profane boon at the start of every turn. So we need to take all these out. How am I going to play this? We won't try and arm these yet because they've got Sanctuary. But... we need to try and get rid of the unstop... she's got Unstoppable 12! Any potions worth drinking? I'm thinking maybe a potion of speed. Just conscious of that lethargic. There we go. We could try and harm this. If we do a... it's a spell that affects a larger area, it says, right? Still take damage from spells that influence a larger area. That works. Save my action surge for when we've got all the unstoppable off, I reckon. You son of a bitch. Cool. What the? Can't use reaction slowed. Can he do anything? We go again. Okay. Probably time to be focusing on her now. No, screw it. Do a level 6. That did actually damage her. Okay, this might not be too bad. Desperate to get Minthara to have a bloody turn. She might actually be able to finish it on her turn. Okay, that was hard to focus on what she actually did there. She obviously murdered Gale. So that wasn't very nice. She's gonna get another boon on this turn.
On your command.
Just do my absolute most powerful attacks. She doesn't have that much health. I don't want to jinx it.
By my oath.
Oh, that hurts. Okay, she's dazed. I'm scared. Oh no. We need Gale up. Desperately. Oh, desperately need Gale.
Prostrate before your throne of blood. Heed our prayer. Heed your call.
What is he doing? It must run from the source of its fear. That is still doing damage.
Tale for the ages.
Okay, huge, huge potion. So I do not want to lose you on this turn. I mean, I think we're gonna anyway. Stop it! Oh, I'm gonna have to get him away. Okay. We need to get him away. I should save that, right? Because she's still got unstoppable. Shall we try compelled duel? She's gonna end up killing Minthara, but we need to stop her attacking Gale. Damn. Okay, that's why she has such little health. Because of the bloody unstoppable. Okay, she's not going to attack Gale, so we don't need to heal him, right? How many unstoppables she got left? 5. Okay, I like that we can still do a bit of damage to her. Okay. I think Minthara's gonna die on this next turn, but we can get her after that. Because Gale's alright, he can get rid of the unstoppable. And then we can finish her with these two. She survived. Minthara, you legend! No! Oh, thank goodness that missed. Oh my god. Right, she's got 4 unstoppable left. So just as much damage as possible. Okay, just gonna get it back. That's okay with me.
Stalker of Gehenna's wastes, take our zeal, take our blood.
Damn, Boo did 7 damage. It's not bad. Oh, you're going down, lady.
Take our zeal. Take our blood.
That's 8 projectiles, that's 6. Okay, we need to... Has she still got the singing sword? She has. We got her. She's dead. Orin's gore pile. Okay. Great. Oh crap, everyone else has joined in now. Yeah, I thought they would. I'm gonna have to bait them to attack us, aren't I? Okay, that works. Okay, the fight's become a lot less interesting now that she's dead. Were they meant to be joining in the fight while we were doing it? Because they're not. They've only appeared now that we've started killing her. Now that we've killed her, I mean. There's nothing Mince can do. Can't even kick them or shove them. Sorry, Minthara. I sort of wish I'd killed all these before we finished Orin. Feels like it's gone very anticlimactic now. I loved fighting her though. Okay, sanctuary blocked. Thank goodness for that. Hey, that works. That works. God, can everyone chill? Okay, we can do this. He's still got Sanctuary, but he should die on his next turn. So we'll get Gale. He's dead. We'll leave Gale right there, and we'll finish this guy off with another cloud of daggers.
I seek an advantage.
Oh shit, he's right there. I'm coming for you. I am coming for you. Oh, we're done. Oh, she's back.
A metallic tang fills the air as the Slayer's form is drained of life. Ashes to ashes, blood to blood, you have robbed another god of his chosen.
We have indeed. Okay, I'm glad we got a little cutscene or something. She just turned to goo immediately, and I was like, what the hell? Stand back and admire a job well done.
A glint of light on something in the blood catches your eye.
Oh, is her Netherstone in her dagger?
Netherstone.
I wish there were time to celebrate her death, but one chosen still stands. Gortash is our next target.
Find Gortash and take his Netherstone.
Indeed. Okay, that was cool. Yeah, I almost wish we took out all those guys first and then had her be like the final enemy. It was really weird when she just turned into a pile of goo. Damn, okay, Orin is gone. Should show it to Gortash if we want to follow through with his proposition. I don't, but I would like to go and talk to him. Decide what to do with her Netherstone.
Hard to believe she is dead, after all that she did to me. I do not often doubt myself, but surviving Orin took courage and strength I was not sure I had. I could not have faced her without you.
We might not have been able to even survive if we didn't have... if she didn't use the tadpole, so I've got to commend her for that as well. She was great in that fight, and she's been great this whole time we've been using her. I really love her class. Few people could face a Children of Bhaal. You did.
You are trying to raise my spirits. I appreciate it, but any joy the sight of Orin's corpse brings me is but a speck of comforting shade. There is little relief to be found from the heat of the storm we are caught in. While the brain is still free, and we are still infected, we will never be safe. But we can talk of this later. For now, let us be glad that we still draw breath, and that Orin does not.
Orin was a monster, whatever her form. Suppose growing up somewhere like this would make a monster of anyone.
Another ball spawn buried by our hand. Ball should learn better than to send his offspring against us. They might as well be babes, dropped bare bottom into the Rashomon winter.
Okay, let's loot Orin's goo. Leather armor. Ring of murderous... murderous opportunity. Formless, unsettling dread fills any normal folk that don this ring. The transpositional magic thrumming within wishes to be used by only one specific scion of murder. The stone belonged to Orin and is one of the 3 controls of the Crown of Karsus. Crimson Mischief. Oh my god. This weapon deals an additional 1 to 4 piercing damage against targets with 50% of their hit points or fewer. When you make an attack with advantage, the target takes an additional 7 piercing damage. Make an attack with your offhand weapon, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the target. When she was a girl, she toyed with nastiness and sadism. Children often grow out of this, they get hobbies. For Orin, that taste for cruelty fermented, and in a way she did find hobbies, ones that screamed. Giving that to a Astarion, absolutely. Mutilated Carapace. You gain a +1 to attack and damage rolls while shapeshifting or disguised. You have advantage on deception checks and persuasion checks. Hard fleshy leather has been derived from a countless slew of victims to form this armour for Bhaal's fetid chosen. I was going to say, can we speak with her, but you're not going to get much conversation out of a pile of mashed potatoes, are you? There's still people up here watching. Okay, Lae'zel, how are you, girl? Been a while.
My head is pounding. To think I was taken captive by that disgusting creature. An error I'm glad you swiftly rectified. To camp. I will not let my guard slip again. I swear by Mother Gith's scion.
Wait, come back.
Maybe it'll bring us closer.
I am not here for chit-chat. Make yourself useful.
What? Where's she going? Oh. Okay. Nice to see you too. Before we go down that corridor, what's happening with all these people? They might worship me now that we've taken out Orin.
is crushed, destroyed, obliterated. But her skull did not sit in my palm. Not by my hand. No. No.
So messy. All you needed was a drop of adabile. That would have done for Orin.
With all the patrons hurling within the hour of Horace's shift, I suspect foul play and a tampered keg. Gods know I have to point the finger at someone before the fist come to close the bar down. I thought it would scare off any brawls to have a new tough, but there's something foully wrong about this one. Never says a word, but is always muttering something.
To let such a weakling leave unharmed. But it is Bhaal's decree. I will not defy him.
Bhaal said that we can leave?
That pretty skin of Orin's all melted to nothing. Unflayed, untreated. What a waste.
Her screams. So loud. Should have cut them off. Squeezed harder. Still, she is silent now.
Once Bhaal's favour is quickened within one of his beloved murderers, the bliss of his love is nigh indescribable, for he blesses his loyal with a new sensation, a mindless, instinctual, primal sensation that comes from within the bowels, an erotic spasm that washes over the killer in the moment of murder. It is said that in that instance his divine essence can almost be tasted. Forsake all other hedonisms, acolytes, for nothing can compare, until the true ecstasies of murder wash over you. Initiates, this scroll contains a prayer you must say after a kill, calling for the Lord's disgrace to find its course in your body.
Borrowed scrolls must be returned within a 10-day. It seems the Temple to Murder has a lending library.
How sweet. Now let's get the fuck out of here, please.
You killed her! You killed her! I thought it not possible. And yet curious.
Such agonies I would inflict upon you for what you've done here. But Bhaal's law is absolute. You may leave unmauled.
Bhaal's temple, the Chosen's room.
At this point, nobody can control Greene, and it knows it. We must seize the third stone before it breaks free.
Okay, well I don't want to break my legs, so let's go back and enter in this main door. Okay, let's talk about Orin real quick. She was a great villain. She commanded every scene she was in, and it's a big shame that she wasn't in more scenes. And she didn't really have much depth to her, other than, like, she didn't have as much depth as Ketheric, obviously, but not every villain needs to. I thought she was a great, just evil, over-the-top evil, kind of cartoonish villain, and I thought it worked really well. And Maggie Robertson did an absolutely incredible job. She commanded every single scene she was in, and I really enjoyed her presence. My favourite parts were when she was kind of showing up round town, shapeshifting as different people, and I wish they could have lent into that a bit more. Because it feels like we saw a couple of people shapeshifted as her, and then she took Lae'zel, and that was it. We didn't really hear anything else from her for a while. It would have been interesting if we went for Gortash first and then came down here. If she hadn't have taken Lae'zel, I might have done that. I might have gone for Gortash first and seen what would have happened then, but she took Lae'zel, and I was just kind of desperate to get her back. But yeah, great villain, great performance. I really loved her. Oh shit, Orin's mother Helena. Yeah, I know she is. You didn't really need the subtitle. God, wait, what? Oh, she's got her mother, like... God damn.
More for me?
Manifesto 13 Uktar 1482. I, Orin, called the Red by the Shalar, daughter of Helena, granddaughter of Sarevok Anchev, do vow in the name of Baal, my lord of murder, to serve his unholy will. I shall become an incarnation of slaughter, and the pain and humiliation inflicted upon his temple by the ignorant masters of Baldur's Gate shall be repaid 1,000-fold. This do I swear and attest with my own heart's blood. Invasion plans for Eltergard. Oh my god.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
I think we know who killed her. Why were you put on display like this?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
What happened to you?
Orin, my daughter. I tried to kill her, but she killed me first.
Why did you try to kill your own daughter?
I wanted to be Bhaal's chosen. Sarevok told me she must be my offering. I was close, my hand around her throat. I failed.
This is absolutely incredible. Because Minthara also told us a story a bit ago of how her mother tried to kill her when she was young. What a great parallel with her greatest enemy. And they're not so different after all. Orin's mother tried to kill her, so she killed her instead. Minthara's mother tried to kill her, and I can't remember if she killed her back or she just kind of left her or something. I can't remember what she said, but that is a great parallel between the two characters. That's awesome writing. Did Orin know that Sarevok ordered you to kill her?
No. She worshipped him, loved him. So did I.
Could we have snuck into this room from that hole and talked to her mother first? And then gone into the main room? Oh, that would be interesting to do on a second playthrough. We could go in there and tell her that Sarevok actually wanted to kill her. Who are you?
Helena Anchev, daughter of Sarevok, mother of Orin.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
That is an incredible parallel.
You wish to consult me?
Orin is dead. You have your vengeance.
One part of it. A smaller part than I had hoped.
You sound disheartened.
You know me well. Orin could make herself a mirror to anyone she met. A perfect physical replica, down to the slightest blemish or imperfection. It was only the surface that she imitated, though. The skin and the muscle and the bone. Peel back the surface, and her madness lay beneath. She could not hide that, no matter what form she took. No matter how perfect the surface imitation, few would see themselves reflected in Orin's madness, in her soul. I did see myself there. A broken version of myself, but recognizable nonetheless.
That's what I'm saying, there's a parallel, but she's different. She's not just a cruel monster, she's actually trying to sort of redeem herself, I think. I'm gonna let her speak.
What was I when you first knew me? Before you ever knew me? A mad woman, butchering prey in the name of a god who would discard me without a thought once I was no longer of use. Baal, Lolth, the absolute. They do not have followers. They only have victims, and they reward devotion with death. It is only because of you that I did not meet the same fate as Orin. Lost to madness and blood. If you had killed me when we first met, I would have been just one more casualty of your crusade against the Absolute. And nobody would remember me.
If Minthara had as much story and dialogue as, say, Astarion or Shadowheart or Gale, she'd be in my top 3. Absolutely. What an incredible character. And the fact that she's, like, I'd go so far as to say she's still nowhere near a good person. But the fact that she recognises that she was just a monster, and she recognises that Lolth and the Absolute and all that were just kind of playing her, and that it's not worth worshipping them at all. The fact that she can recognise that, I think there's hope for her future. I really do. Incredible character. I'm so glad I brought her down here. Little sister, whatever in the grey wastes are we going to do with you? Bhaal will never care that you waste your time posing your corpse dollies. Bhaal doesn't care whether you give him the corpse of a pauper or a king. At the end of the day, all Father wants is death in droves, death in numbers, to sap away the life of this dull world as swiftly and widely as you can. You plan, you plot, you prevaricate, and you waste his time. Bhaal doesn't need us to think, he needs us to kill. You kill beautifully, and have talents in your ship's magics that I never will. But you do not understand, Lord Bhaal. Perhaps it is a failing of your diluted blood, as a mere grandchild. I am his sole living pure blood. I will accept no challenge from you, until you show some damned respect. That reminds me of that note that we read in the what was it called? The nest underneath Moonrise Towers. We read that note about Orin's sibling. That Orin had a sibling, and they were trying to kind of take over the cult for themselves, take over the brain for themselves, or something like that. I want to know a bit more about them, because we haven't heard mention of them. Whether it's sibling in blood or just kind of adopted sibling or something. Or is that another child of Helena, another child of Bhaal?
Orin relished tormenting this poor soul.
He's actually naked. We haven't seen any just all-out nude characters as dead bodies. How weakly the city slumbers above, safe behind its walls. It forgets what lurks below, it must be reminded. If the tyrant wishes them to suckle his accursed teat, I can make them crave it. My sweet assassins set to stalk their hearths and stifle their throats. My changelings will turn the very face of hope against them. Master choking apprentice, father hacking down son. The city will butcher itself soon enough, and the lordling will be powerless to stop it. Oh my stupid slaughter kin, how many thousands will you mutilate before you learn to make their blood spill worthy of father's altar? You deceive your god with these mindless flayings, and our temple, no, my temple, decays because of it. It can't be so, it mustn't be so. The favourite of Bhaal must be one worthy of his name, one who serves him and only him. If you insist on shouldering the yoke of these other so-called chosen, then I will craft you a better one. A worm to make you mindless as the altar meat you butcher, and I'll restore this temple in Bhaal's true image, a glorious vision built atop your festering corpse. Is that referring to her sibling then? My blood kin. Is this her sibling? I mean, they don't exactly look like siblings. Said Orin relished torturing him. Okay, I think we're done here. And on that note, I'm going to end this episode here. Incredible. The whole thing with Sarevok and... oh man, it's just been great. Some great fights, some great story, and we've got the second Netherstone. at the start of next episode, we'll go to camp and talk to everyone and check in with Lae'zel. I'm definitely going to get Lae'zel back in the party, I think, and have a little swap around of everyone, I think. Yeah, fantastic episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.